Hello and welcome back to Digging with Dallas. That's right, that's me. We have a problem. Yeah. What problem is it? A heron. They're a protected species, so I don't want to hurt it in any way, shape or form. But I don't want it near my fish. So, how to get rid of it? Watch this video and you'll see my solutions of how I'm going to deal with deterring the heron, and hopefully you'll learn a thing or two. So while you're doing that, please remember to like and subscribe to the video, and we'll go right in now. But first of all, I'll show you how well the fish are feeding, because they're feeding like crazy at the moment. So here we go. Love that sound. We're all feeding away merrily. So yeah, how am I going to deal with the heron? You'll see what I'm going to do with it right now, and I'll show you exactly my way I'm dealing with the heron. Here we go. Well, we join me a little bit later on in the evening now. It's cooled down a lot, so I've had my tea and whatnot. So I'll show you what I've actually done out here now. So this is my pond, for those that have not seen it before. 17 foot by 10 foot, a big filter system over here, UV system, so the pond is crystal clear. So what have I done to try and prevent the heron is this. I don't know how well we're going to see this on the video. Can you see that, folks? Let me know in the comments if you could see this here. So this fishing line, you can probably see it moving further up here when I'm doing this. So yeah, so this fishing line, and that goes round the whole pond. I can see that now on camera. Look at that, beautiful. So that goes round the whole of my pond. It is £4 braid. It's only single, so it will snap fairly easy. The idea of that, if the heron lands, the heron's going to walk. Oh look, there's some tasty dinner. Walk into this, and this is going to hit its legs, and it's going to spook it off. I've had this set up before, and it went over winter and then never put it back on because I've never had a problem with a heron. But the wife's seen it fly over, as has the daughter, so I've needed to do something quite quick tonight. So trip to Go Outdoors in Lincoln, give them a little shout out. There we go. So yeah, Go Outdoors is where I got this from. It was £6, so cheap as anything really if this works. So the idea of that, like I say, is the heron's going to walk into it, it's going to spook it off, and that goes right the way around the whole pond. As for what I've done on this side here, if it lands on the hedge over there, it's hawthorn, it ain't gonna like it, so I'm not too fussed about that. There's not enough room for it to land on the decking where we sit and watch it. Then as for this bit here, I have put these posts up here, so I'm going to do the same on them. I'm just going to put a bit of fishing line from here right the way across to here, and then from this one here, this one here, again the heron will land, hopefully sit on this fence. Not hopefully, I hope it doesn't come and land at all, but if it does, it's going to jump up on this fence, it's going to hit its feet again, I'm not going to like it, heron flies off again, and in the end I think it will learn that it is going to get spooked every time it comes. That's my temporary measure for now. I may end up adding a heron scarer on here. As for other ideas, please feel free to hit me up with any ideas you've got, because I don't want to lose any fish if I can help it, especially not to a heron. But moving on from that, some decoys for herons that I know don't work are plastic herons. I know they don't work because my dad's had a problem with a heron, and yeah, the heron sat next to the plastic heron that was meant to scare them away. So they do not work. The other options is a floating like silver ball in the pond. So I may actually order one of them off Amazon, eBay. That'll be it tomorrow. I actually ordered that. Thinking. The other thing that I've heard that can deter them is wind chimes. They don't like that noise from the wind chime. I'm reluctant to put a wind chime at my pond. I love the sound of wind chimes. I think they are quite relaxing, especially in the environment around the pond. The only reason I don't want to put a wind chime in here is For those of you who don't know, my next door neighbour, he is visually impaired, and he has wind chimes in his garden, and then that wind chime is like a homing device that he can go like that, or tingle, tingle, tingle. That wind chime is up near the house, so I know if I follow that, the sound of that, I'm going to get back up near the house and I can get my bearings back. So I don't want to put that up there because I don't want to disorientate him, because we do get on really well. So any other ideas on heron decoy, let me know, because yeah, I don't want to eat my fish. But also, moving on from that, the garden, it served its purpose. And I know that sounds, what do you mean it served its purpose? I've got 3 daughters, my youngest now being 10 years old, soon to be 11. They're not interested in being out here. They've done the riding the bikes up and down the garden. I've taught them how to do that. All 3 of them learnt how to ride bikes in the garden. They're not interested in the trampoline. They've got the big paddling pool out now. They'll come out, they'll go in that for a bit, and then, yeah, they'll disappear again. Or they'll have the mates around. So I want to change the garden quite a lot. So this past few weeks, I've been on holiday. I've been looking in people's gardens whilst we've been out walking, and I've had sleepless nights just thinking, right, how can I incorporate this into the garden? How can I incorporate that? So what my plan is to do is, I've got a friend that's going to come in and do a lot of the work for me for a few cheeky beers and whatnot. So yeah, he's me and him go back many, many years, and he's always around to help me. He may appear on 1 or 2 videos. He's a bit camera shy. He'll be doing all the heavy work. I won't be. For those of you who don't know, I do suffer with spinal cord compression, so it's not that easy for me. But yeah, there's going to be a bit of mix up in the garden. Watch this space. I mean, really, watch this space. I mean, in my next video, I'll put together one night this week. I'll show you the summer house and what we've done down there and what the idea is going to be. So until next time, please continue to support my channel by liking, subscribing, telling your friends about it, and of course dropping that comment on how to keep the heron away. Protected bird and all, so I don't want anyone to go and shoot it. It's never going to happen here. I'm not going to shoot it. They're protected. Right. Friendly method of keeping a heron away. Hit me up with them. So until next time, bye bye for now, folks. Bye bye.